Hi, my name is Regina. This is day one of touching a tree for 7 minutes every day for 90 days. I encourage you to do this yourself and come here and share your experience, and we can all do this journey together. It says in the Kabbalah, an ancient teaching, that there's power in touching a tree for 90 days. Here's my experience. Yesterday I had to do a car repair, and there's just a certain amount of stress and anxiety that just comes with that whole experience, and it just feels so good to come home and just give 7 minutes to giving myself over to healing. When I came home and I grounded my feet barefoot in the ground and leaned against a tree, I was amazed at all the stress and energy that kind of came out of the experience. You just don't know how much it's going to cost you. You don't know if these repairs are really needed. Even down to, I just went to get the oil change and get in and get out. And I did want them to look at the car to make sure that there was nothing wrong with it. But I also didn't want to leave paying a lot of money. There are some things that I need to do to fix my car, and I do plan to do them in the future, but I wasn't going to do them right there and then that day. In any case, getting back to the grounding, I'm just amazed how happy being outside makes me feel. How I remember thinking I was going to come out and just really kind of give over my fears and anxiety, but when I get out and I see the tree and the intricate detail, and I just start to feel like the plants and trees are like my buddies, and it's just good to see them and spend time with them. This says like it also helps you sleep better, and so I noticed that too, that just getting outside and spending like 7 minutes against a tree just really kind of changes I want to say hormones, but the energy in my body. So what is your experience? I have a job where I spend a lot of time on the computer, and I guess we just don't realize the effect that it has on us until we sort of force ourselves to do the opposite, and just really appreciate the beauty outside and the fresh air. Where I live today, it's a little bit windy. And so even just taking that in and just being still with the wind kind of has a certain power with it. What is your experience with this? So I also want to just take a chance and breathe. I've been talking for about 3 minutes now, and I think the idea is just to kind of take in my surrounding. I'm sort of like looking at a tree over there, and I can see it's a magnolia tree, and I'm not sure if it worked when I sort of tried to put the camera up to it. It's just so beautiful to see it like out in bloom, and things like that normally you just wouldn't take the time to pay attention to, or like the lemon trees have buds on them. I don't know, outside everything feels peaceful, and it is a warm, beautiful day. So of course that helps. But there's just something about doing this practice that I just find so peaceful and calming. I realized that I could also come up with like mantras, like saying the word Om, which sounds a lot like Omen, is a very healing frequency. So Hung is one mantra that I'm aware of. You can also do things like I am at peace, I am happy, I'm going to be okay. Whatever it is that sort of helps you, whatever it is that you need to hear today. So again, I encourage you to do this and share your experience. Again, the longer I spend outside today, I'm just seeing more and more colors. I have like a tree, a bush that is purple. I'm seeing the pink flowers. I'm seeing some red from the avocado tree. Things that, that are just so healing by taking the time to appreciate that when we're on the computer or we're inside all the time, that we just don't do. The other thing is I noticed is I can actually feel it in my feet, the tingling of kind of taking in the ions of the earth. It's actually a term called grounding, and it's very healing. There's a lot going on in the world today. I was kind of talking about my experience with taking my car in for service, but it's really no different when we turn on the news, and so much fear out there, so many things without getting into it, politically, with the economy, food, water. And I think that's even more of a reason why it's really important that we all take the time just to put that down for 7 minutes and come outside, step away from our family and friends and just give ourselves the 7 minutes against a tree. And again, I can speak from my experience, but part of this is I want you to share your experience, and it's something that we can kind of build a community around. I'm about at the 6:20 minute, 6 minutes and 22nd minute marker, and so nice, beautiful bird just flew by, so it's time for me to wrap this up and do this again tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and I look forward to hearing your journey with this as well. Have a great day. Bye now.